Hello, I'm AbXTlican, welcome back to another third channel video. Today I'm playing some Far Cry 5, and I wanted to do a gameplay only let's play, because a lot of these start with like 30 minutes of like, non-stop trailer stuff, and the very first gameplay is a thing where I have to press A to arrest the father of this cult, and honestly, I'm like 80% sure it's going to be like a trick and someone's going to kill me, so I figured, here's our first bit of gameplay, me arresting the father of a cult, who insists that I can't, because God won't let me. And suddenly the screen goes black. And it says Ubisoft Presents. Again, it's looking like I'm about to be shot in the head here. Am I right with my prediction? Or are we starting a Let's Play with the most damaging of predictions, a wrong one? Oh no! I was wrong. I guess maybe like, at this point, so many video games pull the bait and switch, that it's almost like less bait and switchy to do it this way. But fair enough then, we got it. So, we're going to try and walk them out these doors, and they're not happy of us trying to do this, it seems. So yeah, this game is about a cult. They've been doing a lot of like cult stuff on YouTube recently, to kind of just promote the idea that like, instead of having dictators from far-off lands, what if there was one inside of America? And this is again, cults are a really big problem in America. There are some huge ones that are like aren't even seen as cults. They're seen as like religions of sorts in America. And because of that, here is me escorting a guy out, and something bad is going to happen here, right? Like that guy does not look like he's going to be happy with this. And the guys with the guns, and it's not looking great so far, right? So yeah, we're police officers, it looks like. Again, it's a marshal, which I believe is like the local form of police in America. And maybe my prediction's gonna be correct actually. Bad things are starting to happen pretty darn fast actually. So just gonna try and get him in here. I made the entire wrong prediction about, there we go. Okay, I had to kill a person. Like they're zombies or something. Oh, and there's another person, so more zombies to kill. They're like all over the helicopter too. Oh god, and one of them's inside the blades. Oh gosh. So, if we do crash and die, is my prediction correct? I feel like, because he's probably gonna crash and die too, right? Oh yeah, this isn't, okay. In my ideal game, it would just pop up with game over then, and be like, well, that was good, right? Let's try this again sometime. So, yeah, Far Cry 5. The game where you die in a helicopter crash. Oh no, we don't die! Just everyone around us. That's nice. I'd be impressed if the cult leader, despite being handcuffed, doesn't die. Because I feel like you really need to brace in a helicopter crash. I've never been in one, but I just feel like that's an essential part of it. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. I've got subtitles on because I can't hear that in the background. Should I be able to? Oh, hello, friend. Oh, it's him singing it. And he's got some sort of weapon with him. You've got to hand it to him. He managed to get out of his handcuffs, and he's threatening me pretty badly here. While singing. What's he gonna do? I mean, I guess he wasn't wrong, was he? Although by God he means his crazy followers that put themselves in the wings or whatever. Oh no. Oh no. This is the creepiest, like, starting cutscene in a game ever. Oh god. Okay, so the police force, or at least the commanding officer, is in on it. Oh my god. You've got to hand it to Far Cry, they always have the creepiest villains. Like... And you've got to hand it to this villain in particular. Because he took a big risk on that one. And it worked out. The collapse has begun. I think like cults are one of the scariest things in real life. Because they're when humans break down and stop acting according to any logic. And just follow someone. Like, it's a cool part of our DNA. But it's scary to see. Especially when you're hanging upside down in a helicopter. This is, begin the reaping. Oh no. That doesn't sound like a positive fun time thing. Looks like it's not. Looks like it's not. Looks like... You know, reaping is not a positive word, right? Like, I feel like I don't want to be reaped right now. And I'm in a burning helicopter, so... Please don't. Am I gonna make it? Or is this just fiery helicopter crash the game? Like, I'm sure there's been a bunch of other characters I could play. Nope. Am I meant to do something here, or is this a cutscene? Oh, press A to escape. Not quite as good as press A to handcuff or press F to pay respects, but we're getting there, we're getting there. Oh, so now we're officially in the gameplay. Again, I tried to, like, include as, you know, exclude as much cutscene as possible. Because a lot of games do that thing where it's just like, you know, is this a movie or a game? And personally, I prefer games to movies, that's why we're playing one. And now we're actually got, like, the gameplay element going. Although it's kind of like a scripted gameplay. You know, is scripted gameplay cutscene or is it own thing? Again, I guess you have to make your own decision there. All I do know is that we're getting away from them, and this is how the game starts, which I've been curious about ever since the beginning of the, oh, detection meter. So when close enough, I can take down an enemy. My guess is that I'm meant to take down an enemy. Presumably if something I find around here. Like this sword, or a branch. I mean, branches, swords, like, I've been in playgrounds before, I know how to do this. So we just have to hide behind something and take people out. So this is the start of Far Cry 5. As you can see, I'm playing on the Xbox One X. Well, I don't know if you can see that actually. But I am playing on the Xbox One X. And I apparently survived what I shouldn't have. You know, I was going to get reaped over there. Don't even know what reaping is. I just know I don't want to be it. Like, I've got a good idea. Oh. Got a pretty good idea about it. Oh, we get a pipe. That's way better, right? Like, I feel like a pipe could kill someone, whereas a branch is just going to, like, hurt them a little bit. Oh, and that's a body. You know, the amount of bodies we've seen already is kind of suspicious. Oh, and that's another guy dead. Because, like, at some point, right, we're going to get to the stage where, like, we've killed more people than we're saving by dismantling the cult. Like, yeah, you do have to have that kind of thing. So, yeah, we're in Montana right now, I believe. Rural Montana. One of those US states that's just kind of in the middle of nowhere. And this guy probably had a handgun. Yep. So now I can shoot people. So the game has finally progressed into the first-person shooter we know it ought to be. So yeah, I loved Far Cry 3, 4, and it's weird though because the games before that aren't really the same Far Cry. So this is essentially Far Cry 3 that just has links to Far Cry 2 and 1. But whatever. I'm in a cult, or I'm in a world filled with a cult, and I'm going to free them all. That's my goal today. I'm going to kill a lot of people to free a lot more people, and somehow we're going to consider that justified. That's how this goes. So it's actually, even though I know the game is going to start to railroad me soon, it actually feels right now like I could go in any direction I wanted to, and be okay. And this is a wonderful feeling in a video game. This is something I feel like very few games actually achieve. And again, it's going to be gone soon, I'm sure. This is how games work. But the fact that theoretically I can do anything, that's nice. I'm going to climb this tower. Unless the game wants me to. I spent a lot of time just trying to avoid that, actually. Okay, no, let's listen to this guy. Take our little bag and our second-hand gun. Should we climb down or should we jump down? I guess we'll climb. There we go. Oh, so there's a guy in the distance, but it's a really bad idea to... Oh, so there's spotting mechanics in the game. If you ADS at someone, you give them a spot so you can always see them through walls. And on your map, if I'm not mistaken. That's not a map. And we've got binoculars too, it seems, which will do the same thing. And that means we now have the choice of, like, stealth with the pipe. I mean, it's weird that pipe is my stealth weapon versus gun. So I'm thinking pipe one guy, stealth kill the other. Like, this might even just be my lesson on, like, sometimes it's best to let the people go by. But you know what? They're in a cult. They just tried to reap me. Again, you guys saw it. They threatened me very clearly. So we're going to shoot one, and we're going to surprise kill the other. And you're dead. Oh, there's another people. Another set of people. Well, I guess we're starting the chase again then. Honestly, you know, I've got a pistol now. I kind of like taking the non-lethal route in some games. But then the moment the game is like, oh, guess you'll have to escape these people, I'm like, no. You know what we'll do instead? We'll start, oh, let's loot them. Rather than taking the non-lethal route, I'll be like, you know, let's just go extra lethal. Like, when I play games, I alternate pretty much exclusively between being entirely non-lethal, like being the stealthiest master, and just being like, well, I'll shoot everyone because it's a bit easier. It's, it's terrible, but it's what we're doing here today. And yeah, I'm actually pleased that like we got away from them. I've killed 4 cult members now, so you know that's a lot of murders to be implicated for. Although again, you know, I'm police. It's not really murder if you're a police officer. That is my understanding of the U.S. police system. And we've made it to someone's house, Marshall's house, or Marshall's little trailer that he's living in. Oh god. I'll try to be silent during cutscenes. Not a fan of him, but I know you need to listen to him. Gotta get a feel for who this guy is, why Marshall's so great. His name's not even Marshall, he just is a Marshall. That's misleading advertising. Unless he's Marshall the Marshall. That's a nice little rifle there.
There's a road out there. We're gonna take it, we're gonna head northeast. It's probably only a few hours back to Missoula. And then we're gonna come back here with the goddamn National Guard, and we're gonna take out the rest of this.
I don't know much about Montana, but I know that Missoula is the capital, or largest city, one of the two. So we're only 2 hours away from the largest city in Montana. With a population of like somewhere in the 5 digits, I imagine. Oh, we got like a full-on gunfight coming up. So even if I wanted to avoid the whole fight thing, probably wouldn't have been able to do it. Which is nice to know, I guess. We're gonna go exclusively for headshots, because I feel like even though they're cult members, they don't deserve to die painfully. We're gonna go for those headshots. Also, you sometimes get extra XP when you shoot exclusively for the head, so you know, experience, lack of unnecessary harm. They're both good reasons to shoot for the head. Although actually, I'd rather use my handgun at this point. Like, it just feels more satisfying in my opinion. Like, you hear that? That guy is not happy with the bullet that just went for his head. It just, there's something better feeling about pistols sometimes. Actually, you know, I give up. Is that my teammate dead, by the way? Or is that, do I have to, like, pick him up? Or what's the deal there? Did I mess up? Did I let him get shot when I shouldn't have? Is he dead? Because he's got, like, a little, he's got a skull icon there, but that could be, like, a revive me or I will be dead. There's a lot of gameplay mechanics to pick up here. So yeah, as always with games, I feel like going in semi-blind is the best way. Maybe it's not, maybe I'm missing the point entirely there. But, you know, because, yeah, again, if you're watching this game, you probably haven't played a great deal of it, or you haven't seen a great deal of it. And to just pretend that everyone has, I feel like is probably a problem. Or maybe it's not, I don't know. You know, I'm an internet cat. What do I know about... Oh, that's not looking good for you. What do I know about people and the things they do? Oh gosh. So we've got a lot of cultists to kill here. Again, the amount of lost life we've caused now is... We're starting to get to that level. Also, there's an armor bar. It's like Halo where that recharges, I guess. But yeah, the amount of lost life we're causing here, really starting to have to question, like, is it worth it? Like, you know, if we're police officers, shouldn't we have, like, flashbangs or something? We're meant to get in that truck. Could have waited for me, man. Shouldn't have just driven off. Okay, now we're good. We're away from the cultists again. Can use another medkit. And we can lean out and shoot some more people. Oh, I guess we have to. That's not as fun as I was expecting. So my favourite thing about vehicle sections is that most of the time it's actually either entirely optional to shoot people, or it's entirely inoptional. Do I have to shoot the deer too? I'll shoot the deer. I'll shoot them. You know, they're innocent. They're innocent. Like, maybe if we needed some food, they wouldn't be innocent, but like... Guess who's getting shot? All of yous. Yeah. I like saying yous in plural form. It makes you sound like you got one of those funny accents in the UK. And as we all know, people on the internet love UK accents. Oh! Okay, so now we've done like 20 lives and about 100,000 property damage. Starting to question whether we're the good guys at this point, you know? Like, I mean, they're in a cult, but isn't the police kind of a cult, man? But no, I'm sure it's okay. They're shooting at us first. Like, they're being aggressive for no good reason, right? Oh, we gotta cook the dynamite here. I don't know if I even did that right. Okay, I've gotta lean back in here. Use a medkit right now. No, in. I need to medkit. Okay. So we're gonna try and throw one of these dynamites. I guess I gotta lean out to do that. There we go. Oh, so dynamite's like our form of grenades. I guess, like, in the countryside, grenades are illegal, but dynamite is okay. I mean, like, yeah, sure, why not? What'd you know? The cult does have air support. I guess we gotta kill them too. It's weird, because the vehicle section in games, like... Again, I was super on board with the game until it started doing this. But now we're at the stage where it's like, we're already at the stage where we've run out of, like, gameplay content, so we're, like, in a vehicle. I know, this is usually what you resort to, like, 2 hours in when you think people need a refresher. Like a break, so they're feeling like an action movie. But, you know, it's a cool enough action scene. I'm on board with it. I do feel like we're trying to escape this dangerous cult. Again, cults are scary, just because of how real you know they are. Like, everyone has that instinct in them where they're like, they follow people that they feel to be right or whatever. Oh god, we gotta shoot the driver. I don't know why my aim sucks. And the fact that, like, it, like, leads to stuff like this. I don't know, personally, it doesn't even seem, like, anywhere near ludicrous. Like, this is... You could tell me this was based on, like, real events from, like, 5 years ago, and I'd be like, yep. Sounds about right. Okay, he has to die first, right? And then the driver. I guess the drive doesn't even matter when there's no one in there, but, like, you know... He's driving a vehicle that tried to cause death. Like, guess that's his issue now, right? And now we're about to die again. So that's 3 near-death situations in the space of our first 17 minutes. But besides that, it's getting me hyped, I guess. I'm ready to do my Far Cry free roaming stuff. Like, I praised the game immediately for, like, oh, we have a free roaming section, but I bet it won't last. And then it puts me in a vehicle section where I have to, like... Wait, if I drown, my previous prediction about not arresting the guy, but instead being killed, I think we get to claim that as correct. Oh god. So I've got to get into the trees now. Oh. Oh no. That's... He needs a little faith, take him to the pilgrimage. Oh, so that guy is not in the cult because he doesn't have a shaved head? Probably. Save for one. Oh, so they're all going to be in high alert looking for me. Yep. Okay, that's scary. Oh, I guess this one guy is one of the few people in the world not in the cult. Oh, maybe he is, actually. I am chained to a bed. No, he's definitely in the cult. That's my... He's probably my companion in the game, maybe? Hey, friend, how's it going?
The roads have all been closed. It means the phone lines have been cut. It means there's no signals getting in and out of this valley.
Means there's no internet.
But mostly it means we're all fucked.
Okay.
Goddamn collapse. Now I think the world's coming to an end now. They've been waiting for it. For years. Waiting for somebody to come along and fulfill their prophecy and kick off their goddamn holy war. Well, he sure as shit kicked.
I mean, it's not like you can just not arrest a cult leader who did some kidnappings, you know? You gotta balance that in there.
For me to do, we just need to hand you over.
But I'm a good guy, so I can't do that. Guess who's letting me go free? My good pal, Gary? Don't tell me his name now. But if he doesn't tell me his name, it's Gary.
We need to burn it. There's some fresh clothes there. When you get changed, you come and see me. We'll see if we can unfuck this situation.
I'll be honest, unfuck isn't a word I hear very often, but I like it. I'm on board. Okay then, so the world is diagonal, I am the balancing point. And he's got 20 kills, or it's been 20 days. Those are the only two things that military people measure like that. Gonna go for a change. And, okay, so this is the character customization screen. This is what I looked like before. But to stay low, I'm gonna turn into a Chinese man. There's not a great deal of variety of the facial complexions. I'm like the whitest white, though. Not like that white, but not Irish white, so like a little bit less than Irish white, I guess. Like that'll do. And then there's 3 levels of this anyway? Okay, whatever. And then I guess I'm also gonna look like... See, in games, some people like go really too accurate, like trying to get their real life person going on. But you know, I can live a fantasy if I want to. Maybe I want my hair to look like this. I mean, I don't in this case. I just feel, you know, I'll look like the default generic man with black hair. But like, yeah, sure, but brownish hair. That's close enough to my current thing. And that's final now. And then we get to pick our own clothes. Because I love America, I'm going to be the Old Glory sleeveless. That way I'll blend in better. And lower body. We just get to choose between 4 pairs of cargos. I mean, I guess I love America, and America loves wars, so camo cargos, they make the most sense. So there we go. And headwear. America cap. You know, I think America cap would be suspicious. I think no cap is my solution. And I'm going to wear gloves, but with like there we go, bandages. Because I've been in a fight recently. You don't want to mess with me. See, we nailed it. Confirm. That was easy. Just changed my ethnicity, my clothing. Hurt my hands a bit, seemed a bit tougher. Now let's go beat this guy up. Or let's pick up a medkit first. See, I was a little bit concerned as to why the game gave me an assault rifle so early on. But I guess now I'm going to have to work my way up from... Oh, God. That's not good. I guess I have to... I guess that's my call to duty. We got a diary to read to. Letter Dutch. That's some, like, backstory in the game. It's going to be stored somewhere, I know. So we don't have to worry about that. Oh, we know his name is Dutch. We've learned that now. So I reckon there's also a key around here for that door across there. And then there's maybe some exclusive loot or something. Oh, look. There's another letter. Hope County Chronicle letter. So his name is Dutch Roosevelt. That's an interesting name. You know, different ethnicity than a president. I'd like to inform you about your recent altercation with your right to collect rainwater. You can lose your rights to collect rainwater. We'd like to confirm your official statements as water is a God-given right, and the government is stealing our resources. Okay, so I'm not sure if that's the government that are bad, or if that's the cult government that are bad. I feel like the game is going to blur the lines a bit. Because, like, you know, maybe we'll learn that both are bad. And here's Hope County. Hey, pal. What do we got to talk about, man? I just read your documents. I don't need to know you.
I've been trying to piece together what's happening, Tom. Ain't good. Little I can gather is that your partners are alive. For now. Since they've been split up, each one handed off to a different member of Joseph's family.
Ah, the 4 people it said we had to arrest earlier.
I got friends that have been taken too. Problem is, there ain't no help coming. Nobody knows what's going on here, and they won't know until it's too late. There's gotta be people out there willing to fight back against this cult. We need to show them how. We need to build us some resistance. So the first thing we're gonna do is get control of this island. Once we got some breathing room, we can figure out what's coming next. There's a gun and a map in the safe over there. Take them. I'll give you a call.
Where's over there? Oh, over there. Over there is my favourite direction for when I'm being sarcastic. And people are like, where is the thing? And I don't know, but I'll just say over there, because it's usually correct.
Those fuckers are willing to die for that psychopath this week.
So we're gonna have to kill like thousands of people. Again, it's all justified for the greater good. So he actually had 2 nights in jail? Oh, it's because the state defined it as a reservoir. So he's an anti-government guy, and that's why he didn't get caught in the cult. And I'm reading his voicemails, because that's what I do. He's got a nice sofa. Looks comfortable. Ooh, some hand ammo. Anyway, I've got to get out of here. So yeah, he looks like he's a conspiracy nut, but then his conspiracy came true, so he's on my side. Oh, and we got a shovel as our first weapon. How nice. So LB is the weapon wheel. I've got 3 weapons right now. Oh, 2 weapons, because that's not a weapon. It says 1 out of 3 shovels. Does that mean that I can, like... Oh, there's 3, like, melee weapons I can hold at a time. Presumably the pipe, the branch, and the shovel. Oh, we can throw the shovel too. That's nice. So in a kind of a Fallout style. Honestly, I think this is like a little bit Fallout mixed of like Far Cry a little bit, you know. We're coming out of our little cave, and we're gonna follow the path. Second of all, oh yeah, that's my favorite. So we've learned the cult is Eden's Gate. We've learned it's the typical Far Cry setup of like, do the things, make the people on your side. And now we've got an island, which looks like this. And we've got to liberate it. So that's going to be my fun little task, I guess. We're going to be followed by this guy. So we're going to go do some good things, or some bad things, but because even if we do bad things, it's against bad people, so it's good stuff. And that's what we're doing in the start of next episode, I guess, because I feel like this is a natural, starting point of, like, now we know where stuff is, we've got a shrine to go towards. But because I like free roaming games, we're going to go the opposite way of the shrine, and just see how that goes. So, thank you very much for watching the first part of the Far Cry 5 Let's Play thing. Make sure you tune in for a second part later today, or tomorrow, whenever these things happen, because I'm going to try and upload the raw file, but it's like 10 gigabytes or something, so we'll see how YouTube deals with that, and for now, I hope you all enjoyed it, because I'll see you all next time. Have a nice day, or have a nice till later. Goodbye. Oh, there'll be a playlist down below, too, later, also.